blazing the steel. Bring the heat. Mix it non-stop. Non-stop. With the hottest DJ.
I'm your host, Joshua Diaz.
Non-stop.
Welcome. How's everybody doing? It's good to be here. Good to see you. Got a lot to talk about today. Short amount of time to do it. Let's go. Oh, yeah. What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday to you. Let's get going. No time to waste. On the ASAP. On the double time. ASAP double time. Here I am. Here I am. I kid you not. So there's some tree service guys. They're in the middle of the street. They got like the street blocked off, and they're putting up like signs and stuff, road signs, so people have to go around. And I kid you not, I'm sitting on the couch drinking a cup of coffee. I have the door open, the screen shut. He can't see in, but I can see out. And all of a sudden, and I'm not, whatever, I hear him singing. He's got a nice voice. And I'm like, what is he singing? What is he up to? What's he singing? And all of this is what I hear, folks. And I kid you not. So he looks like he's wearing the hard hat with the vest, kind of like the Village People. And he is singing. This is all I hear. I'm coming out. I want the world to know, gotta let it show. And then because there's nobody else around, so he doesn't think anybody can hear him. And he's singing this on repeat. I'm coming out, I want the world to know. And I was like, good for you, man. Get it, bro. I'm so proud. And, he was just letting his love light shine, and it put me in a good mood. It put me in a good mood, and I'm happy. He's happy. I'm happy. We're all happy. Now, maybe he just likes the song. I don't know. I don't know if it was a euphemism. But he's in a great mood, and that's all that mattered to me. That's all that mattered to me, was that he was in a great mood, and he put me in a great mood with his great mood. I'm coming out. I want the world to know, gotta let it show. I'm coming out. I want the world to know. Anyway, here we go, huh? Now, I'm happy. It made me happy. I'm telling you, it made me happy. I'm happy for whatever was going on there. Anyway, so moving on. Good to see everybody. Good to be here. Obviously, I know a lot of people that are here have already heard the news about Jolissa Fuentes, that she has been located, found deceased, unfortunately. And it sounds like, but nothing is official, that this may have been a car accident, and she went over the side of a hill or something like this. But she has been found. Please keep keep that family in your prayers. It is just such a tragic ending to such a sad case. And it's just, you know, it's a terrible thing. It's a terrible thing. And, you know, I had been communicating with the sister of Jolissa, and we were going to do an interview for the last week or so. We had been in contact. No, sorry, the last 2 weeks. And, you know, I basically just said, hey, you know, whenever you're ready, it's not a rush. And as we were getting ready to do it a couple times, I mean, she was really having a tough time just holding it together. So I said, look, let's just not right now, because, you know, it's obviously it's not good. It is sad, but it would be sadder if someone did it too. I mean, yeah, it's just all sad. It's just all terrible. Now, one thing that I do want to say here, and we're going to talk about Quinton Simon, because that's the case that's really heavy on everybody's mind at the moment. I know that it has been for me ever since I picked up on that case, and it's spread like wildfire on YouTube once again, which I guess is the point. And along with that comes the speculation. Along with that comes just questions that don't have answers, and why are people acting this way, or why are people acting that way? But I found something very interesting about this case, and the current state of this case. Now, first of all, law enforcement has now said that they have collected evidence that they believe will move this case forward. That's an interesting comment. What kind of evidence is that? We have no idea. But there is evidence. Like I said, I don't know what kind. I do not know what kind, and they're not going to share that with us. Yeah, you know what? It is too. Sleuthing Sandy says, I heard the mom failed a polygraph. We'll get into that a little bit as well. A lot of speculation going on as normal. A lot of rumors, and rumors, true or false, often sometimes point us in the right direction, or sometimes the complete wrong direction. And sometimes they give us not only insight into what's going on, but sometimes rumors have a bit more, so they're a bit more substantial than other rumors. You know, if you hear some crazy rumor, oh, this person was abducted by aliens. Well, look, I don't know if somebody can get abducted by aliens or not. I've never been abducted. I've never seen somebody be abducted, but I've heard of it. Doesn't seem to happen a lot. Not really a rumor I would fly with. No pun intended. Now, here we go. And I want to say that this is speculation alert. It is speculation, Sherry. That's exactly what it is. It's speculation. And, uh-oh. Finally getting to catch my first live. I get nervous about that. because What if I suck? Wouldn't be the first time somebody's told me that, but hey, no hard feelings. I'm glad that you caught your first live. Hopefully you'll catch many more. And Margaret, do not forget to punch that thumbs up button. I appreciate it. As always, it makes a difference whether you think it does or not. Trust me, it certainly does. Now, let's start with the speculation. There is this girl on Twitter, and I'm going to navigate this through, well, if it's your second chance, second live, hey, here we go. That's what I'm saying. We got a returner, and that's good. I'm very happy about that. Now, listen, okay, so here we go. Here's the speculation. There is a girl that's on Twitter who claims to be friends with Danny. Danny is the boyfriend of Leilani, who shares a kid with Leilani, and he's obviously was and is involved in the children's lives, not just the young girl, the 3 or 4 month old little girl. So she is claiming that he has told her and divulged all this information to her. And why do we think, and why do I think that this is credible? Why do I think that this is possible? Why do I think that this is reasonable? Well, I'll tell you why. She has, in fact, been posting videos on Twitter of her hanging out with Danny. Danny, again, is the boyfriend of Leilani. She claims they're in Atlanta hanging out and that he's no longer with Leilani. Now, once again, this is not an episode of Days of Our Lives, but it does give us some insight into what's going on. Now, everything that she says, we have to take with a grain of salt because we don't know. I don't know if it is in fact true or not. But she is in contact with him. She is currently with him. And she seems to know intimate details about polygraphs and CPS and things like that. So let's go one speculation at a time. It is speculated now that CPS is in custody of the other 2 children. Okay, the Zane and the young the 4-month-old. So, is that true? I don't know. But that's what is being said. It would make sense that they would have the children, the other children. It would make a lot of sense. Now, secondhand knowledge, she is claiming now that Danny told her that he passed a polygraph. I don't know if that's true or not. But I remember at the press conference yesterday, the police chief figured that both of them were at their house. Now, I'm not saying Danny's on the run. I don't even know what he has to do with this. And Mabel UK says yes. They have been placed with the aunt, and that is what is being reported. So, but that, CPS had to intervene, things like that. But, will lay down a fact here in a second. But a little more speculation that we're taking with boulders of salt. But yes, there was a video. Sleuthing Sandy is all over it. Sleuthing, this is your show. I want you to run it. I'm just kidding. There was a video of the young man playing pool in Atlanta, Georgia, not at the house. that he was being petitioned to be evicted from. I looked at the eviction paper. She absolutely wanted them out of her house. Fine. Fair enough. One thing that I did find interesting, and I'm not saying that this is motive because I don't know if it's a motive or not. But Leilani was ordered and has been ordered by a judge to start paying child support November 1st of her two oldest, the two boys. November 1st, she was going to have to start paying child support. Now, I don't know if she was going to have to pay child support to her mother or the state. If the mother was receiving benefits from the state, then Leilani would just be obligated to pay the state money. Okay? And so what she was being told was that, hey, you don't have custody of your children. They must be receiving benefits somewhere else. If your mother or if the mother was receiving benefits, then typically by law, she's going to have to pay some money to the state. Now, I'm not saying that paying child support is a motive for anything, but it is another little tidbit, a little piece of the puzzle. There's some court intervention going on in here. And it's unfortunate because once again, at the center of this big old crap storm is a missing little boy, Quinton, and I've heard it said Simeon and Simon, and I don't know which way to pronounce it, but it seems like the locals are calling him Simeon, or that the last name is Simeon. And Miss Tammy 125 says money is a motive. It is. It can be. No doubt about it. There is nothing. I don't put anything past anybody. I'm just saying that, who knows? However, when you sit there and you see the videos of them putting up trash bags over the house, the windows to black it out, typically that would be because of luminol. That would be the point of that. I just don't think that they're looking. Yeah, that's what I think too. Simon. My Simon. Simon. I think you're right. Muttley says, my second live. Great to be here. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate that very much. Muttley takes over the top of the board there. And we got Patty L, Muttley again, and then Mississippi Girl. Appreciate you guys very much. But they are saying now, look, guys, I get it. Katie too, I get it. I get it. Trust me. Sim, like the Sims? Yeah, I don't know. I think it's Simon, but I'm not from around here, so it doesn't matter. It is what it is. This poor young man, I'm telling you right now, is anybody familiar with the Haley Cummings story from 2009? And there's a great podcast on it called Into Thin Air. And it's somewhat similar, door was propped open, doors open in this one. Oh, somebody came in and took him, blah, blah, blah. None of that is true. But all these missing children cases, when I say all of them, most of them all start the same way. Somebody took my kid. Somebody came in my house and took my kid. Yes, Lulu, absolutely she was. And she's never been found. But they have great theories as to what happened to her. But theories are not good enough. And it seems like that the Haley Cummings situation was hindered by not reporting it right away. That seems like the case here and in Summer Wells's case. It also seems like the case with Cody Bixby. Also the case with, for goodness sakes, the West Boys trial coming up of the West Boys October 24th. And like I said, that is going to be an explosive trial because it is thought that that at least one of the biological children of Jacqueline and Trezell will testify that they witnessed these murders happening. That is what they're saying. That's what they're saying. According to the court documents, that they will be calling one of the kids as a witness. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I understand. Meme of 6. What's going on? What is going on? They should automatically get death if they don't tell where the body is. Death in a hungry Shark Tank in the middle of town. That's rough, but I like it. Mimi says, love you all. Glad to be here. Happy birthday again, Mimi, one of our fantastic mods. Thank you so much for being here, Mimi. Thank you for that super chat. Melissa, I don't know. This is a great question. Are cameras allowed in the courtroom? I don't know. Obviously, that's going to be up to the judge. I really hope that we are able to watch some of it because I'm very invested in that case. Indictment came out of nowhere, when it came to that. But back to this case that we're talking about, Quinton Simon. So the FBI and local law enforcement are now saying that they have found evidence that will help move this case forward. Is that blood evidence? And another thing is, why did they drain the pool? I don't understand, and I keep trying to understand why they drained that pool. What kind of evidence could you get out of there? I don't, chlorine seems like it would just damage any piece of DNA that's in there, but I don't know that. I don't know exactly what they were looking for, but they were pumping the crap out of that pool in the backyard. And I don't think that they just did that willy-nilly. Maybe they did. Maybe they're just like, dude, we got to rip this whole place up, which I think is probably the best idea. But yeah, when they're putting stuff over to cover windows, that typically lets you know that they're probably using luminol. If they found, any kind of cleanup or bleach or, going back to the Haley Cummings case from 2009, what made that scene so difficult was there was nothing. There was nothing there. There was no blood. The only thing that they found was a cinder block propping the back door of the trailer open, which would insinuate that whoever took her knew what they were doing, and I don't even know where that came from. That case is so old I can't even remember. The water in the pool was really dirty. Oh yeah, Joyce. Even with no cameras, I'm sure we will get daily updates. Valo and Daybell, they won't keep us completely up. No, they won't. They won't at all. I read that it was swampy and murky and couldn't see to the bottom. Yeah, I mean that. So that makes sense. That makes sense. That they drained it, and they rightfully so they drained it. Misty Cummings is not out of prison soon. She's up 2031. I don't know if you consider that soon. I believe the dad is. Yes, and Mama T the OG. What up? Mama T the OG says Cummings was in Florida. Correct. A lot of if you follow me at all, you know how I feel about Florida. I feel very great about it, except they have some of the most awkward and crazy stories come out of Florida. And so it's always a source of something going on there. There's a page that I follow called Only in Dade County, one of the biggest counties in Florida. I mean, you'll see some stuff that you have never seen before. There was a car that crashed into a building, and it was actually on the second floor. I don't know how the car got up that high. I never. I'm not sure how that happened. Cherry Max said, I must have Super Rat sensors happened to check and you were on. He's on, baby. Let's go. He's on. All right. So, and one of the other things back to this case here, one of the other things that is interesting is that this woman that is with Danny in Atlanta is claiming that Danny has said to her that Leilani failed a polygraph. Once again, we don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true. I can't confirm that, but it wouldn't surprise me in the least. It wouldn't surprise me in the least. Lily says, I finally caught alive. It's been a while. It's been a while since I could hold my head up high. Sorry, I like that song. I'm in a singing mood today. Just like the tree guy. I'm coming out. I want the world. I should have joined in. I really should have. I should have went out there and I should have sang with them, because I do like that song a lot. It's a great song. I'm coming out. Joyce, who knows if you can trust Danny? I don't trust any of them. I don't know if it's true or not. All I'm saying is that this girl that's what she's claiming. And like I said, I don't know. I'm sure that they were given polygraphs. But, I don't know if I should have joined. I know. Hold my head up high. It's been a while. That's a good song. It really is a good song. Yeah, we got people still flowing in. What's happening, people? Good to see you. Follow the green. I'm actually shocked that you didn't join in. I am too. I really should. Honestly, I think I should have. And I'm disappointed and frustrated with myself. So anyway, this morning I check her Twitter again. Sure enough, she has another video of Danny, one of the last people to see Quinton, Playing video games this morning, not seeming to have a care in the world. Look for the boy. But they don't want to look for the boy because he knows something too. He knows something too. And I don't know what he knows. And I don't know what he was involved with. But I know that his ass was playing pool last night. And I know that his ass was playing video games this morning in another town. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Sounds like his daughter may not be with him now, or that he may not be with Leilani for whatever reason. I don't know what that is. But, you know, you can say whatever you want. Oh, I believe him. I don't believe him. I this, I that. I don't give a damn. Why is he not looking for the child? Well, because they're not really searching on the basis that they believe that he is okay. And I'm guessing that he has some idea, but you know what? It is also possible that he knows absolutely nothing. Is it likely? I don't think it's likely, but it is completely possible. But I'll tell you what, it's a bad look. Daniel. It's a bad look to be playing pool and smoking weed with the homies, playing Call of Duty this morning. You might want to tell the people that you were with to knock it off and stop filming you. Because anything that you do that isn't related to trying to help bring a resolution to this situation that you are involved with, because you share a child with the mother of Quinton, you might want to get it together, man. I don't know what he did. I don't know what his involvement is. But you got other things to do than to be playing video games and shooting pool. I'm telling you that right now. And if anybody disagrees with me on that, I don't care. Because to me, that's not up for, like, that's just not something, it's not proper. It's not proper. And according to the chief of police yesterday, he was under the assumption that they were both still in that residence. Look, he was being evicted from that residence as well. He's behind the eight ball. You know, I like that saying. Mama T, the OG, says, what the hell? Yes, if he had anything to do with it, why leave his little 3 or 4 month old baby? If he wasn't involved and thought she could have hurt Quinton, why not get emergency custody of the baby? You know, there's some questions that obviously we're not going to have the answers to for a while. Now, look, man, I don't know the kid's situation. And when I say kid, they're old enough to have kids, so they're not like kids. And by the way, check this out. Thing's awesome. It keeps water cold too. That's refreshing. That's very refreshing, actually. Amy, how are you doing? Danny believes he's the last person to see the baby, but is there a confirmation of that? No. No, there is not. There is no confirmation of that. There's not confirmation of much, which is totally normal. But I'm telling you, what they did say was that they have found evidence. The biodad does not live that close, and the biodad's not a suspect either, according to the chief of police. I'm telling you, they know who the suspects are. They know who the suspects are, and that is what they're focusing on. They believe the way that they're searching would have you think that they're not looking for an alive child. And I understand that that's a terrible thing to say, but that is the reality of what we're dealing with here. I say this all the time. If, and I'm saying if, and that's a big if you think that Leilani could produce an alive Quinton Simon today to make her troubles go away, I didn't mean to rhyme that, she would. Just like Cody Bigsby's dad, just like Trezell and Jacqueline would have, just like any of them. Summer, where are these children? They can't and don't have what law enforcement's looking for, which is the child being alive and well. They just don't. None of them. Megan Boswell, that crazy kook. Don't even get me started on her. Sick. I got thoughts on her for days, but I'm gonna stay focused here. And one of the biggest red flags of this entire thing, and I'm telling you right now, is who haven't we heard speak up? Kelly S. in the house. Roxanne says, can't grandma be held liable also since she had custody? Here's the way that I understand the way that these cases go. Typically, yes, she very well could. But I don't think I don't believe it's against the law what she did. And I don't know that many prosecutors that would take her to trial if she technically didn't have anything to do with the child going missing, like with direct knowledge of it. They're usually not going to prosecute somebody that's already been through something. Look, think about Casey Anthony's mother. I mean, she absolutely could have been charged with lying to investigators because she did a couple times, at least a couple times, but she wasn't involved. In that way, at least most people think that. I'm sure that there's some of you out there that do believe that she was. Little Bit in the house. What's going on, Little Bit? Good to see you. Good to see you. Alicia E says, didn't the mother have custody of the kids because they were taken from the daughter? Correct. Absolutely. Joyce, the babysitter was reporting to grandmother signs of abuse. Look. All that stuff, I'm sure, will be investigated and thought out and so on and so forth. This will be investigated, and this stuff will come out if it's true. And by the way, I believe the babysitter. I have no reason not to believe her. And Sleuthing Sandy's right. Grandmother has to live with what she did or didn't do. And in this case, it doesn't seem like, if the grandmother knew that these children were being abused, like it said, that people around the neighborhood knew. And once again, this could be neighborhood gossip. A lot of this stuff, that's how a lot of this stuff happens when it comes out, is that it's like, okay, well, where were you 20, or where were you, a month ago? Where were you, 2 months ago? Yes, but I don't know if, like I said, that's going to be really hard to prosecute. That's just how I feel about that. Jam 420, yes, Jam 420. That's the word on the street, but who knows? But yes, it sounds like that is what happened. Willow, that's another thing that we'll find out. I don't know if that's the case or not. It's completely possible. It's completely possible. Hold on one second here. All right. I'll move this a little bit. Let's go. Brandon's in the house. What's up? They should, I believe you're referring to prosecuting the mother to send a message to many who are continuing to defy court orders. There's a reason for them, and when you break, you find out that the reasoning. What is that? What is that? Hold on one second. Sorry about that. I for some reason, today's the day that my neighbor, I didn't go potty. I'm scared that like my dog, like, cause I have the new dog. I'm scared that the new dog, and Otis like are going to cause a fire. I don't know. I don't know why I have that irrational fear, but it was my neighbors started up their chimney or their fireplace for the first time like in a really long time, and so I was like, oh God, somehow Otis or Macho, turn Otis and Macho. Like I mean, really? Is there anybody here that wouldn't think that somebody named Otis and somebody named Macho being dogs couldn't start a fire? They didn't, but that was my fear just now because I smelled smoke. And the smoke was coming from my next door neighbor who decided to light their fire for the first time. Let's see if I can try. I don't want to overpower it here. A little OP. Anyway, there is a chew on what? What the hell was that? The whole screen just went black. Up, dude. I need to recenter myself. I'm sorry about that. Otis and Macho is the beginning of a game. Come on, guys, we're gonna rumble. Macho brought his homegrown. No, the weather's not bad here. That's what I'm saying. I don't even know why they started up their furnace. Sucks. Oh, new member. Wicked Ways. What's going on? I like it crowded. Let's get that new member. Wow, that thing's... It's like a kind of a big sign. Strange. Very strange. So yeah, he does. Why in the hell though is he playing video games while this kid is missing? If anybody's got a reasonable explanation for that, I'd be all ears. But I mean, don't blame it on just being a kid. I get it. Video games are cool, man. I haven't played video. I haven't I used to play video games, but not like some of these kids do nowadays. I mean, some of these kids go hard on video games, but like I'll tell you this. I've never lost a child, and once again, there are a million different things that could happen, and children do wander off, and children are abducted, and so on and so forth. That's true. All that stuff can be very true. But, and I say this in a very cautionary way, most of the time it's in the home. Most of the time it's in the home, or somebody who knows. Stranger abductions do happen. Kids do wander off. But then you couple all of that with what's going on. You couple all of that with the history of, domestic violence and drug use, and now you have the babysitter saying that she saw bruises on the children. And by the way, I'm not going to pile on the babysitter at all because I think she's a decent human. But you don't just report that to the grandmother. And look, maybe she did. Maybe she did report that. Oh, yeah. You guys, does anybody remember when I did Otis's, when I did report cards for Otis? I forgot all about that. That's so funny. That is so funny. Oh, Macho would probably get a B. That's what I would think. Friggin' Otis would have an F. Almost every day he would have an F. Like, there's nobody like him. I don't want to talk about Otis right now, though, because... Yeah, exactly. Jam 420 puts it perfect here. Another case where dysfunction and addiction create the perfect storm. That's exactly what we're talking about here. That's exactly what we have going on. Dysfunction at the highest level. And it's just it's a terrible, terrible thing. But once again, now there is evidence. They say that they have evidence that will help move this case forward. Evidence. That doesn't sound good at all. And especially for little Quinton Simon. It sounds awful. And I do not think that we are headed towards a good ending here. And it's felt that way really from the beginning. I don't think that we are headed for a happy ending. You know, the first couple days you're like, okay, it's possible. It's possible. It's possible. And then as the days go on and the you know, the minutes turn to hours and the hours turn to days, and now we're what? Day 7, day 8. How long, unless somebody did capture or did take custody of the child by, you know, walking in the house and stealing him or whatever. But I got to tell you, me personally, I get so sick of that story because we hear it all the time. Somebody came into my house and took my kid. The door was just wide open. And it's just not like that. It's the built-in excuse. My door was open. Somebody came in. I'm not sure if the door was locked. I think it was locked. You just get tired of hearing that. Because you know that, like, we're not dealing with honest folks. We're not dealing with responsible parents. You just get tired of hearing it. Let's see. Can I guess Macho has got Otis in some competitive games, hence the fire. I think Macho I think Macho likes Otis, but I think he just wants to really be left alone most of the time. Right, she wouldn't go in the woods, bears and snakes. Macho madness, exactly. Exactly. He licked my pizza yesterday. I was up on the couch. I have my pizza it's like a piece of pizza right here. And he gets up on me. And I look over and I could see his tongue just go like across the top. So that wasn't cool, but is Macho a cute Cutie like Otis. They look identical, just one's fatter than the other. That's really all there is to that. Did he look at you after? Yeah, he did. Stacy's mom's got it going on. She says, I would ask the mother where she was when the baby was abducted. Great question. I would ask the mother, Stacy, where's the baby? I knew that somebody was going to ask that question. And I'm going to plead the fifth. And moving on. I shouldn't even said that he licked my pizza. I shouldn't have even brought that up. I'm not telling what I did with it. Great comment right here. I totally believe the mother is responsible, but I'm not closing my eyes to what could be possible. I agree with that as well. Otis is a stage 5 clinger. Otis is a turd. Kelly Jansen, that was yes. So it sounds like that is what is being reported. So I mean, I can understand that. Yeah, I did. I ate the pizza. Of course. Look at me, dude. Of course I did. But yeah, he got a good lick of the pizza. Oh, by the way, another interesting thing, and this ties into what's going on in the Summer Wells case. The local news station there requested the 911 phone call from the mother, and they said, no, you can't have it. We have to preserve the integrity of the investigation. That would go along exactly with what's going on in the Summer Wells case, but we're talking almost 16 months later now. We're talking 16 months later. And Hawkins County still will not release those 2 911 calls. There was 2 of them. Dos hermanos. No comprende, you know? I would have ate it too. Maybe. Let me tell you. I'll tell you this really fast. A sidebar here. A little side note for you. So the first night that I had Macho, I was gonna see if he wanted to sleep with Otis and I on the bed, and because he's been a crate dog, and I was like getting ready to snooze off, and Otis was on his back with his hands straight up in the air, snoring, totally comfortable, loving life. And every little noise that first night, Macho would just, he'd start looking around. He was kind of scared, new house, new this, new that, new sounds, new smells, new whatever. And the new smell was him smelling bad. Dos hermanos. Dos hermanos. Yeah, I think I did say that. So I was like, okay, let me put him in the cage. And I didn't want to put him in his cage to sleep, but I put him in the cage. And he fell right asleep. So I left him there until the morning, and then I got him out. Well, last night, he slept with everybody. No, they're not brothers. They're father and son. Yeah. Macho is Otis's biological father. And they look identical. But last night, his fat butt was snoring. He was out. So he's getting comfortable. And the way that he scratches his belly, because he's so fat, is he like pulls himself on the ground like a little army man. Macho. Otis doesn't behave for anybody. Let me see. Here, do you want me to get him real quick? So, let me just go. Why does it say 15 minutes? Yeah, I'm their dad. I'm the dad. Give me a second here. I'll go get Porky Butt. Hold on. Hi, Papa. Hi, Papa. Okay, thank you, buddy. Yeah. Oh, God, he's so huge. All right, calm down. Stop. Oh, there he is. Say hi. Macho. Hi, buddy. Say hi. Come here. Oh. Say hi. There, baby boy. Stop. Get back. Oh. All right. Stop it. All right. He's trying to get my coffee, folks. Macho man. I want to be a macho man. Hey. I want to be a macho. He literally just farted. Like, I heard it. It was audible. Say hi in the mic. Go ahead. Say hi. Say hi. Oh, look. Macho. Somebody gave you some money for some treats. That's nice of them, huh? Thank you, Lulu. Okay, come here for a second. Come here. Okay. All right. Holy crap. Stop. All right. Nope. There go my headphones. We're in total chaos mode, folks. Total chaos. Yeah, Piggy snorts. Yeah. He's a fatty. He's heavy, man. Yeah, are you reading the comments? Dude. Okay, alright. Alright. Oh, man. He's pretty calm. He's pretty calm. He is heavy. He's calm. Okay. 59 pounds of love. Oh, look. Sherry Max. How much does he weigh? I think he's probably close to 45 pounds. He's heavy. He's very fat. He's very, very fat. But him such a good boy. He's such a good boy. He's a boy. Hey. Hey. Macho. Macho. Give me a kiss. Thank you. Mwah. Okay. You're done. He's done. He's over it. I'm over it. Don't. Get over here. Get out of there. Sit. Macho, sit. Stop it. Sit. Sit. Sit, Macho. Sit. Sit. It's not working. He's fluffy, yeah. Macho. Sit. Sit. No? You usually sit when I tell you to. Can you sit? He can't sit, apparently. Hey, get out of there. Come here. Oh, come on. Did you hear that? Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Oh, God. Go ahead. Tell everybody hi. Hi. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on. Now we're going to bring in... Can he breathe if you're holding him? Yeah, he's breathing good, see? Okay. We're going to bring in the other monster real quick because they get jealous of each other. So just give me 1 second and we'll wrangle the other fatty. Uh-oh. His eyes are glowing, yeah. Come on. Okay, we're going to switch here. Okay. Give me him. Okay. God, they're both heavy still. I thought that was going to be, he was going to be a little, this has turned into way more than I had anticipated. Okay, and here's Odie. Say hi. Hi. How's everybody doing today? My name's Otis. Yeah, I love my dad and my other dad. But that sounded weird. I have two dads. I have two dads. Yeah. 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 Say hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Sherry Max said, Otis needs a juicy steak, too. Yes, he does. He loves steak. You love steak, buddy? Come here. Come here. Hi. No. You tired? He's camera shy. He's still a baby. You gotta remember that he's still a little baby. Cherry Max, thank you so much. He's growing so fast. I know. He's already a year old, but he still acts like a little baby. Give me a kiss. Can I have a kiss? Hey. Mwah. Yeah, his breathing's not good, but he's actually getting a surgery. Otis breathes fine, huh? Say bye to everybody, okay? Will you do that for me?
There is no investigation. This boy has...
There is not, really? It is to me.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
But I have to put her on the side and where
I'm gonna do what I gotta do for me and my boys and my kids.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
There is no investigation. This boy
There
has...
is not, really? It is to me. Right. Idiot.
What's that?
I've done my best. It's hard.
What's that?
That's real tough.
What's that?
but I have to put her on the side and worry about the boys.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do for me and my boys and my kids.
Todd Clinton. Good
Don't
old
say any
boy.
F's and stuff.
Thanks for being here, guys.
Live from the NBD Production Studios, you're in the lab with your host, Joshua Diaz.
Say hi.
There is no investigation. This boy
There
has...
is not, really? It is to me.
You're so sweet.
But I have to put her on the side and worry about the boys. But I have to.
There is no investigation.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
Oh, yeah, he's on a diet. Don't worry.
But I
We're
have to
fixing
put
him up.
her.
I promise you.
But I have to put her.
That's why he's here.
On the side.
Guys, have a good evening.
and
Thank
worry
you.
about the boys.
He's going to fall asleep. He's going to fall asleep. He's falling asleep. I love you.